How did Afrobeat get here? How did Afrobeat get here? It has become one of the most loved style of music, not just in Africa, not just in Africa, I mean in the world. Now let us first go back. There was a time when R&B was on top, like everywhere. I mean, I was a kid, but people used to listen to those people of Celine Dion. They wanted to listen to the R. Kellys. They wanted to listen to pop music and R&B, like the Michael Jacksons and other people like that. There was also a time when reggae was on top. Yes, reggae music is some kind of music that it has its roots, that it doesn't change anytime. From where it started and up to now, it hasn't changed. And now time came when dancehall music came. The dancehall music was on top. The Jamaican dancehall music, you know what? Everywhere, everyone was doing dancehall music. Nigerian artists, Ugandan musicians, even European musicians loved dancehall. Do you remember the times of reggaeton music? I think it was dancehall mixed with pop or something like that. Reggaeton. I think reggaeton comes from the Caribbean or something, Latin America or something there. Oh, we danced reggaeton, man. We danced reggaeton. Now, how did Afrobeat get here? Like becoming the biggest music style from the rest of the world, if it's not Europe and America. And that is it right now. You can't compare reggae to Afrobeat right now. You can't compare R&B, African R&B to Afrobeat right now. You can't compare Jamaican dancehall to Afrobeat right now. You can't compare reggaeton to Afrobeat right now. Afrobeat has taken over the world. Everyone wants to dance to Burna Boy. Everyone wants to dance to Jose Chameleone or Eddie Kenzo. Everyone wants to dance to Rema. Everyone wants to dance to African Afrobeat. Okay. Now, there is something that we need to know, that whatever thing that comes and becomes a success, it has its own pillars and it has where it started from. For example, when we look at the times of Fali, the people that started or making Afrobeat to be celebrated all over the world, starting from Africa but to the world, there is something that they put in Afrobeat, that it has its own origination. The origination of Africa, because Africa has its own temporary drums, and those drums are almost everywhere in Africa. Even when you go to Egypt, the North Africa, that people sometimes pretend to be Arabs or people from another continent. Even when you go to Somalia, even when you come to Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Nigeria, there are those traditional drums. So these guys of Fali, when they were creating the Afrobeat and making it become a big style, they added those contemporary drums to the Afrobeat. And they came up with something that is so unique, that it is so easy to say that this is Afrobeat. It is so easy to identify that it is coming from Africa. Even those people that don't know the kind of music, they will at least identify that it comes from Africa. Here comes the times of people like Jose Chameleone, Diamond Platnumz, but even before Diamond Platnumz, there were people from Tanzania, people from Kenya, times of Ogopa DJs, yes. And then we come at the times of Nigerian artists, Wizkid, Davido, Diamond, and even the new up and coming artists right now. Ghanaian musicians, South African musicians that have celebrated Afrobeat and they have taken it to the next level. These people, what they did, they brought a fusion, the fusion that I explained to you the other time, that originally generates from Nigeria, where the producers brought in the contemporary African music and then mixed it with the European music, because there wouldn't be any way that you would penetrate into the European market when you are not adding something that they really want. Because you bring the Afrobeat, I told you, like in the past we had that Afrobeat and it was there, but it used to be looked at as something for Africa because it had only contemporary drums and everything. Whenever they played that Afrobeat, it was looked at as something that is African and African. But when these people of the Wizkids, the Burna Boys, the Jose Chameleons, the musicians of this generation, they came and fused the Afrobeat with the American, the European style of music. You add the R&B sound, you add pop sound, you add the reggae sound and any other sound. So when you mix the sound, these people came up with very good music that can be loved by me, the African that is in Uganda, and another African that is in Vietnam, and a European that will listen and hear their drums or even hear their pianos or hear their guitars and everything. So that's how Afrobeat started going high. It started being streamed on all parts of the world. And then the other thing is the promotion. We should give kudos. We should already appreciate these people that have funded the music. For example, the Marvin Records. I look at other managers like in South Africa, and I'm like, these people really invest a lot of money to making sure that African music is streamed, is appreciated, is listened to, and it's loved all over there. That's why sometimes I talk about like 3 or 4 countries and people think maybe I'm just talking about those countries. But you know, there are things that you won't talk about when you're not talking about a particular country. Like for example, the Nigerians, they have invested so much money. The South Africans, they have invested so much money in the entertainment industry, not just at home, but internationally, streaming their music, buying ads, talking to people, promoting their musicians, talking to even just buying an air ticket and board and go to and talk to or even talk to a presenter, a radio presenter or TV presenter and do a media tour. That's just money. For example, if Burna Boy's music is going to be streamed in America, it's going to be streamed on radio stations, FM stations, and it's going to be played on some television stations. What happens? There's a manager that is going to fly from Nigeria, and that manager is going to use his or her money. They're going to invest a lot of money in flight ticket. They're going to invest a lot of time in convincing these people that this music is good. They're going to invest a lot of time in organizing meetings and talking to radio producers and presenters. They're going to waste a lot of time in even paying money, hard cash, to some people in order for them to play music. And also, they waste a lot, or they put in so much energy in promoting this music to become so much. The other point as why the Afrobeat bypassed all the other genres and even became successful is the effort. The effort that the musicians that are doing that genre and are saying that this is the style of music that is going to make them successful, they have put in so much effort to make sure that this music is good. And they have put in so much effort to make sure that they become big. So the effort they put in to become world celebrated musicians makes other artists that are up and coming become actually known by the kind of music that they are doing, because they are already artists that are on top. For example, Burna Boy. If Burna Boy does Afrobeat and he's successful, he's like organizing or making concerts, performing at concerts that are worth $500,000, and then his name is known everywhere in stadiums, not just in bars or where, but in stadiums. He's organizing concerts in stadiums and he's being celebrated. They are selling out everywhere in Europe and America. So if another person comes up and is singing Afrobeat, just because a person like Burna Boy is celebrated and his music is all over, this other up and coming Afrobeat artist is also going to be given some platform and is going to be given ears, because people have already heard a good musician, they have already heard good music from another artist from the same continent and who is doing the same genre.